Oh my. Look at the parts. I gave them a wash slash degreasing. The wash is going to get a lot of the grime and oils off. So that way when I decide to brake paint everything, like the top of this tank, I mean the tank really isn't that bad. I've got some work to do. Painting. I got to clean this. Shine. Well, there's a bit of a darkness of the transition. You can sort of see all the residue. That's all glue, which I gotta get off. Probably some Goo Gone will do. Orange glow. Did wash the block and the head, even not that you'd fucking know it. It's all dirty as shit. But I will be painting this engine. Why? It had a bent crank. Well, it's savable. The Scotch-Brite, the Scotch-Brite pads actually cleaned up the cylinder really nicely. It looks like a brand new bore, very little scoring. I'll be getting a new piston and rings. This one got some hardware in it. Fuck, it sat in the sun. Jesus! My fingers are fucking red from it. Ouch. Sorry about poor video quality, you know. I have a fucking iPod and it's harder to edit videos on an iPod. And here's oil slinger. Fucking brand new. It looks like brand new in the internals. What the fuck's in there? Some weird green shit. I'm not too worried about shit as long as it's not on the mating surfaces. It doesn't look too bad. Somewhere. Yeah, if you're noticing that it's sort of got some rust patching in there, that's because the whole crank was rusty. I did clean it up real good. It's got some dirt in there, but still got to dry out. It's going to dry out, and I'll just sort of pick it all out with what's left of my Scotch-Brite. I cleaned the flywheel, trying to get a lot of the dirt off. And cut a notch in one of these little pulleys. Or basically just stepped up the drill and then just took my clips or snips and just snipped it out and then sort of dremeled a little. It turned out really nice. And here we have leftovers, like this piston's holding hardware. I got the magneto, valves, which are good. The valve hardware sitting in oil, which is actually baking in oil now. Took the knock out of the rod. What you do is you pull the end cap and the rod apart, and you take like a file or some very fine grit sandpaper, and you sand it like 10 or 20 strokes on each. You can go check it out on Road King's 805 Road King's channel. He did a few Maytag rebuilds. I think it was Maytag 72. If I'm correct, Maytag 72 rebuild, because it was destroyed in shipping. Don't look at me, I didn't ship no Maytags. I don't have a Maytag, never have. I should get one. Oh well, that's later. But you just basically grind a little bit off of both mating surfaces, and that'll squeeze them closer, and I took a lot of the play out. It may take some finer tuning before I get everything all put back together. I mean, they just slide right in. I don't even have a valve compressor, so you must know how hard it is to put valves in without a valve compressor. Or valve spring compressor is what I meant. Sometimes I don't catch what I'm saying, and I go and watch a video and think, oh my fucking god! And I go and redo it once or twice. I did grind the heads of the valves a little, just to clean off some of the crap. Sits somewhat like that. I'm getting new seals, whole new crankcase gasket, new gasket there, intake gasket. I gotta patch my hole, which some fucking dumbass cut a hole in it, get a little higher RPM out of it. What a fucking dumbass. I didn't necessarily clean this up too well, because it's really not gonna do much. It's just gonna get bathed in oil over here and caked in shit. mean, I did clean this though. Well, the top has to at least get painted. Look decent. Because I'm planning on taking this engine to the shows. I want high RPM out of this, which is why rod's got to be in pristine condition. I could just go and get a brand new 9.6 mod. It says 9.6 or MOD 9.6 with the little end cap right above my finger. It says MOD. Shit. Yeah, 9.6 right above my finger. 35, I don't know what that's for. It's got the little oiler holes. If you have an oil dipper, you could basically... Oh yeah, 3.75 horsepower block. 4-horse cranking rod. And I'm getting a new piston and rings. Rebuild kit, you know, it comes with seals. So seals, you know, crankcase, head. I'm looking... Well, another basic gaskets. I'm starting to get into some serious costs here, and that's going to fucking suck when I have to go and pay for it. You know, that's going to be a lot of money out of my pocket. I did clean that. What the fuck? It's full of sludge! Damn it! I guess I gotta go get it to the parts washer. Fuck. So, yeah. Video's starting to drag on, but oh well. I do have like a little piece of straight pipe. It's about like this freaking long from the engine perspective. It's about like a foot long, really. I mean, the camera puts it in a serious perspective. But all I gotta do is get threads on that and should be good. Ah, looks like the threads have got some damage on them. Oh well, those should clean up real nice. Everything looks like it's gonna be nice. Oh yeah, I also got get a little keyway because I sheared the other one, and then I sheared it again. You know, I jammed a little triangle into the keyway where it sort of had like a little square shape coming out, and I sheared that, which seems really fucking weird. Oh well. Oh, I can put an electric start with this flywheel. Just to be perspective, this flywheel would be just the same as putting a 10-pound weight underneath. Or more. So, yeah, this thing's gonna be a badass machine. Line up the holes real quick. That's how the head'll sit, you know. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a good paint job with it. I'm gonna keep it black. I'm not gonna go with crazy like yellow. I'm not gonna be pulling Charging Miles 007, but hey, he's got some good ass shit. Well, sorry about the language. You take a look at his channel. He's built a monosupape piston valve, which works. Yumo 205, which actually ran pretty good for its like 5-second run. Oh, what else does he have? He has a sleeve valve, which is really freaking unique. Supercharged 2-stroke, built 2 of those. Same supercharger. But I mean, this supercharged 2-stroke, both of them had power by the looks of it. You know, I'd feel like hooking up. Okay, video's starting to drag on. You know, ask me any questions what you want to hear about. You know, you want to hear about like Charging Miles 805, you know, if you haven't subscribed yet. You know, this is really big progress for me. I was thinking on just doing all this like next week. Well, might be doing a ton of work next week, so like painting. You know, I'm planning on getting some cash built up. Plan on painting. You know, I still got some of this to fit clean. I got magneto to actually. It got covered in oil and it needs to cook the oil in, so that way it's waterproofed. That's how you waterproof your coils. You actually supposed to spray them down, but that one was just drenched in oil. So now I got a mosquito wanting to say hello. Oh well. See you later, guys. Subscribe, like, tell your friends. Bye.